Morning. How are you guys today? Got cold this morning, but not freezing cold. 35 degrees it said, patchy frost, but shouldn't have hurt the beans. So the boys have decided they need a Gator ride, and they don't like the sprayer in the back because they want to pick up rocks. So we're going to get that out of here so that they can go for a Gator ride. Where are you going?
We're going to pick up rocks.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Do a good job, okay?
We'll get a lot of rocks.
Okay. I see a little bit of activity going on down at the house, so we'll check it out, see what's going on down there. All right, so today's project is to replace the 2-inch hoses in this dike here. Brock's here, so we're going to get him started. This one has a crack right there, and it's leaking, which is what prompted this. We haven't used the green or the yellow hoses in probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. Bought new ones. We used black hose, this stuff, ever since then. So those are old, and it's time to replace them. Since one of them's cracked, we're going to replace them all. And so, Brock, your job is to take those hoses off and replace them with the new hose that we've got laying out there. Pretty straightforward. Handle that?
I think so.
Okay. So we're flushing these lines out. These are fertilizer tanks, and the valves have been off, but we took the hoses off there and opened one on the water tank, so it's just running some water through it to flush out if there would be any fertilizer in the hose. There you go. Won't take much to get that out of there. We'll rinse it down, and yeah, then we're not worried about, fertilizer burning your hands. Okay, we're gonna leave Brock to work on that. Say good morning, boys.
Good morning.
They were helping Grandpa pick up rocks, but apparently not doing a very good job. Why is that? Didn't want to pick up rocks today? We're gonna go show them what's going on down at the house because they haven't been down here for a while. So anyway, the plumbers are here. They're putting in the floor drains in the garage and the roughing for the bathroom in the basement. All right, well, we went and checked on the house. It's moving. They're getting the drains in. They're gonna go quick. What? What? You threw it away?
This one.
Okay, you're fine. There's a trash can right up here. Goodness. Anyway, we gotta run some errands. So, Brock's still working on them hoses. We'll be back in a little bit and check on them. Grandpa's back. We got 2 boys that want to ride. We're going to try and convince them to take turns. So we had to take the forks on the 7520 down there. They brought the foam for the floor to go underneath the floors for the in-floor heat insulation. And it was easier to use the loader tractor and pick it off their trailer and set it where they wanted it rather than do it all by hand. So we did that to help them out. Okay, so Brock got the hoses replaced in our dike there, and then the other one we wanted to replace is this one on this nurse tank. You can see it was already spliced together, and this yellow part is old. The black part's probably not old, but somebody may or may not have left it set on a tire going down the road, and it rubbed into it and burned it pretty good there, so there's a thin spot. So we wanted to replace that as well. So he's just finishing that up. And then all of our hoses should be good to go for a while. There goes Rylan and Grandpa. They are spraying what I believe to be the last load of fungicide on wheat. So that's good. I brought my sump pump back, the one that I had down at my house there, because they have got the permanent new sump pump installed. And I'm glad I used this one because, well, it was pretty covered in waterproofing tar inside. So I tried to clean it up the best I could. Now we're going to put it back in here and pump out our containment dike from the rain. Okay, going to take a while to pump that out. We'll let her run for a minute. Brayson wants a Gator ride, so we're going to go for a Gator ride. Well, Brayson and I went to go get that trash from down by the house, and when we got back to the farm, we got a flat tire, so now we gotta take it off and fix it. Well, there's no nail or screw in it. I assume I hit one
Oh, look in there.
at the house lot. Although we were out around the fields too. Could have happened somewhere else. So we're going to throw a plug in it. But this tire's getting pretty worn anyway, so I might want to get a set coming, I think. All better. Okay. We've gained another rider. Okay, Dad's done spraying the wheat, so he's off to spray a load of insecticide and some foliar feed stuff. Alfalfa for one of my buddies here. So I've had Brock getting this mower ready to go. We don't really have anything that needs mowed just yet, but it's something to do in the meantime while we're waiting for things to dry out here. So unfolded it, greased. There is grease zerk after grease zerk after grease zerk along that pivot on both sides, the drive shafts, the rock shaft here for the lower up and down, the wheel bearings, all of that stuff. Checking the oil and all the gearboxes right now. The blades actually look pretty sharp, so I don't think we need to do anything with the blades. But yeah, we'll have this ready to go and can do a little bit of mowing here before too long. Is it good? Look at that. Looks good. Phil's got the new airseeder out, just kind of going through some stuff. I think mostly hydraulic hoses. He got these fancy ends here to put on. Color-coded labels. 1A, 1B. Pretty nice. Neat. Cool. That doesn't look super. That's probably not a good idea. He's just pulling it around the front of the barn. So one of the things we were fixing on this marker arm, there's a blade that goes on there, kind of like what's on the other side there. And one of the brackets was bent up pretty good. This one right here. Basically, there's a couple of bearings that bolt on here. This shaft goes through it, and then that's what the marker spins on. This goes through the blade there. This was kind of collapsed together a little bit, and so it was binding the shaft, and it wasn't spinning very good. So took it off, attempted to flatten it in the press. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. So we're getting some new bearings to put in it and get that put back together. It is nice because now that it's at least sunny and warm, halfway's warm, it's decent out, so it makes it a lot easier to find stuff to do and work on outside versus when it was 50 degrees and cloudy a couple of days ago. So things are still drying, but we are not drying enough to actually be in the fields planting yet, but it's getting closer. Well, time for our daily house progress update. So the floor drains are in for the garage. They come out right here. We've got to connect that to that yet. Foam for the floor is here. This is for the garage. They got about half of it laid in the basement there. Got the rough-in plumbing for the bathroom basement over there, and that stub coming up through the wall, and another drain over there that'll be for the furnace. So yeah, and then they laid the foam, taped all the joints, and laid the wire mesh out on top of it. On that, we got a pile of foam and the rest of it to go here yet. But yeah, progress. Awesome. All right, I've got two very dirty boys, and we're headed home. We've had a good day, got a fair amount done, and it's drying. That's the most important thing. It's drying rapidly. I doubt we'll be in the fields tomorrow, but we are going to go look tomorrow afternoon. We may make a trip to Bertie to see what things look like there, because we did have just a little bit less rain there in this last shot. Right now it looks like we are good through the weekend, and then there's more rain coming in on Sunday night into Monday. So we'll see, but we're going to get something done this weekend, I can assure you of that. So thanks for watching today. If you have any questions and comments, leave them down below, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Can you guys say bye?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, and they're Pop-Tarts. See you guys.